Hey, girl. Oh, now.
Hey, everybody. At the old Pounded Out Park here today. And just had a really good signal. First good signal of the day. And I found a piece of silver. Silver dime. A merc. See if we can get a year off of it. 37. Sweet, silver number 1 for the day. Let's see if we can't get some more. Alright, back at it. Hey everybody. It's Sunday, Saturday, May I think 3rd. I just got a low tone. It's coming in like a nickel at 12.13. I'm out in the woods here at one of the old Pounded Out parks. And found this, and at first I thought it's just going to be a regular nickel, but I looked closer. Here, we'll see if I can get it to focus. Maybe it won't focus. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's got the P right there. It's a war nickel. I'll take that. Silver number 1 for the day out here. Keith K just dug up a Walker and a Merc in the same hole. Pretty crazy. Wayne, he didn't have anything yet, and this is my first silver. So, alright guys, back at it. It's pouring! Oh well, it's supposed to stop raining in a second, I think. Got lightning and everything. Hey everybody, at the old Pounded Out Park again today. A different one than I was at yesterday, all by myself, and I'm trying out the small coil in this spot. I've been here before. I was out here with Joe Redcorn, I don't know, about a month ago, and we were in this area. We found a couple of silver dimes in this section and a bunch of wheat pennies, but it was really trashy. I was swinging the big coil. Joe had the E-track with the standard coil, and I think we each pulled one, or Joe might have pulled 2 or something out of here. And I just got my first ever silver with the small coil. It was so trashy, I wanted to swap in and use the little coil in this section. So here we go. First one is a 1953 Rosie. Let's see if it has a mint mark. No mint mark. Sweet. I'll take it. Alright guys, back at it. Everyone, figure I'll show you this signal here. I was looking all over and I just heard that little chirp. And hiding in there is a high tone. It certainly sounded good. This way, you barely get it. And you can see just how much trash is in this area. It was making it real hard for Joe and I, especially me. I was using the 17-inch coil out here. Might just be a memorial, but you know, I like the 46 and occasionally jumps even to 49. So we'll see what we got. Well, here's what that was. So I had 2 different pull tabs in the same hole, and in with the pull tabs, 1945 Wheatie. So hey, you know, right age. Could have been a Merc. Oh well, back at it. Well, today the little coil is starting to make a believer out of me. All in the same hole. Got one of these pull tabs. These ones always come in like the high 20s usually. But check it out, still in the clump. It's a silver dime. Let's see what it is. Hey, it's a Merc. Sweet. I like Mercs. 1944. Philadelphia. Alright guys, silver number 2 today. Back at it. Little coil does it again. Dime in the clump. Another mark. What year do we have here? Looks like a 1940. And no mint mark. Alright, silver number 3. And Joe and I had hit this pretty good last time, but we had those regular coil and the big coil, so it just wasn't getting through all this trash. I don't think I've dug a plug yet that didn't have at least one pull tab in it. Alright guys, back at it. Small coil again. You can see it down there right next to that piece of glass in the hole. I honestly did not expect this one to be silver. This one was coming up more like a clad dime, like a 44 signal. Nice rosy. Silver number 4 today. Man. 1948. Alright guys, I'm back at it. So I just dug that rosy right there, and I was getting a low tone right next to it, and I thought, hey, maybe it's a war nickel. It wasn't a war nickel, but it's still pretty sweet. Buffalo. It looks like 1935 too. I think you can get a date pretty easily off of this one. Sweet. Back at it. Silver number 5. Another rosy. Kind of wish I could find something older, but 1956. And no mint mark. I wish I could find something older. It'd be nice to get a barber now. To have a trifecta, but I don't think this is, you know, all the dates on most of the coins I've been digging have been like 40s mostly, late 30s, 40s, and 50s and 60s. But you know, you never know. I might come across something old, or older, I guess. Alright guys, back at it. Hey everybody, here's the wrap up from, I don't know, the last 4 or 5 hunts. I didn't do too well on my first bunch of hunts since the last video, but did really well today. So all this is just the combined, all of the hunts, like the last 4 or 5 I've been out on. Got, looks like maybe $5, $6 in clad, something like that. Got, looks like 14 wheat pennies. I don't think any of them are very old. I think most of them are all 40s, a couple 50s. I guess that one's pretty old. It's a 16. Other than that, I think they're all, here's a 38, but in any case, not terribly old. Here's some of the random finds. Got this flat button that has some sort of snap on the back. I've never seen a flat button like that. But it was deep, so I think that was a fairly old button. This is just a memorial penny that somebody put a hole through, I guess, to make it a pendant. A key. I think this must be like a prop off, a part to a prop off a model airplane or something like that. Musket ball. And I'm not even sure what this is, but it rang in like copper, so I kept it. Here's a pretty cool find right here. 1935 Buffalo nickel. Here's the back. So it's in pretty good shape, or it was. You know, now it's all got that red color. But so I think this was the first find that I showed you in the video here. 1937 Merc. And I think all of these are going to be Philadelphia's. So that was a find. I found that a few days back. I was out and I ran into Greg Digger when I was out there too. And then yesterday I was out with Wayne and Keith K, and I found this war nickel, 1943p, and this was cleaned up just so if somebody wonders how I cleaned this one. This one's actually in really good shape, and it was real shallow, like it was just underneath the leaves. I didn't even really have to dig to get to it. It was all covered in this black stuff, and all I did to clean it up was rub it with some baking soda with a little bit of water to make it into a paste. I didn't have to use electrolysis on it to get that one done, so that was kind of cool. And then today, all the rest of these are from today. Had gone out to a park that Joe Redcorn and I hit before. We found a couple silvers, but we were struggling using the standard coil on his Z-Track and the big coil on my CTX. So I went out there with the sniper coil for the CTX and tore it up. So this is the first time that I think that the small coil was able to pull out silvers that I couldn't get using either the standard or big coil on the CTX. So happy to know that the small coil actually has some value to it. So I got a 1940, 44 mark, a 48 Rosie, 53 Rosie, and a 56 Rosie, and all of these are Philadelphias. So there's all my silver for the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 hunts. I think that my last video is at 42. Got 7 here, so that puts me at 49 silvers for the year. Thanks for watching, guys, and happy hunting.